Hello and welcome! This video is the ultimate guide for taking a brand new account and a new character from scratch and showing you how to go all the way through season mode with a character, how to finish season, how to take your character and upgrade it after that, and to show you what to do after all of that is completed and now the game is in front of you. But the most important part to tell you is that please, in the description field of this video, you want to expand it by tapping on the word more, and you will see shortcut links that section out the 3 parts of this video, which is very long. This is a very long video. One is about seasons and how to take a character from scratch to finish. The second is how to upgrade your character once you are done with season. And the third part is what to do in Black Desert Mobile now that all of that is done. And there is a lot to cover. So without further ado, enjoy. Travel around this video to what interests you, or if you have the time, watch it from scratch all the way from the beginning to the end, and you will have a lot of knowledge dumped on you, and you will be more familiar with how this works by the end of this video. So without further ado, let's get started. Here we go. So the first thing I'd like to teach you is to develop good habits, and to do that you always want to pay attention to your event and reward info screen that comes up when you first log in. You want to tap on everything with a yellow exclamation point bubble there, and you want to open everything up. Just like here, participate in an event, and now it's opened up. You want to loot everything like this where it says check in. You want to loot it and get all the free items that you can, because this is a daily thing. When you come to it every day, you're checking to see what free items I have earned or I have access to, and this is a good habit to get into. The next thing to go into is about the season quest interface. So we're going to be following this interface for quite some time. So what I'm going to do is we'll start out right here, making the chief's acquaintance. And when the season quest interface comes up, which is about here coming up, I'm going to pause the screen. There we go. And now let's go over everything you are looking at, section by section. The first thing is I'm going to be focusing on these chapters. So Balanos chapter 1, that squared area is going to be our goal. So it would be this one, and then the next one, and then the next one. And these are quest numbers that you can see at the bottom right hand corner. See how it's 0 out of 189? This is 189 quests organized by these columns. So yeah, you got 189 of them that I will be focusing on. It'll be in blocks of 25 to make it go quickly in the shortcut links section. So 1 through 25, 26 through 50, and so on, all the way up to 189. I'm going to list out below what each section covers so that you can look at it and go, hey, I need to know about that, or that's where I'm at. So the shortcut links are very important. Looking over here is the season guidebook, so you can tap on it and it's more information if you need more information to read about it. It's very thorough as well, so it's here at the ready for you. Next, we have the season character is available until maintenance on December 12th. So I'm working on this video in October. You still have October, November, and then 12 days into December to complete your season character for this first season. And of course at the bottom is purchase season pass, and this is if you have the funds to do so, to purchase it. It will give you more materials. These things that are locked is the materials you will get as you complete each column. So now that you know how the interface works, we're going to start off with the very first one, talk to Igor Bartali, and we're going to go all the way into 25, and then it'll cut and go 26 to 50, and I'll keep going from there. Here we go. I also do want to quickly mention that I am going to be shortening what you see for each of these quests. So it's what you need to do and that it's finished, and we're moving on to the next one. I don't want to drag this out, so you're watching the entire thing of 189 quests. I'm basically giving you the information you need to know to finish each one. So with that being said, let's keep going and tell you about the beginning stuff like this. You want to loot everything, and we're getting our introduction to our first pet. So you're tapping on it, you're confirming it to open it up. This right here is an ornament that you can choose from, and it's a list of what kind of item would you want to put on your character to wear and enjoy. I'm only going through this detail this one time, and you won't be seeing stuff like this again unless it's pertinent or important. But I think I settled on the monocle. Let's scroll back up. Yeah, that one right there. Let's make him look smart. So we tap confirm, and now we're going to show you. Here's the monocle. Let's equip it. So we'll tap on this, and over here on the left hand side where it says options, you want to take it off of helmet and tap on ornament. So this is the look we're going to have throughout the rest of the game. We can either choose the hat or the ornament, and we went with the ornament. So with the pet, we want to equip our pet, and let's show you how that works. You tap on it and select use, and there's the name. You can tap in that box and change the name, but we just confirmed. So we come over here to show you where the pet went. So you tap on the main screen, pet album. It wants to do tutorials, but I'm just I'm going to be passing on a lot of tutorials because I'll be talking you through it. But there are 7 tiers of pets. The pet we were given is in tier 6. So we just tap the center, and we just gained 1 CP, or 1 point of strength for our character. So, and we also earned our pet. So now the pet is equipped, and you see in the top left corner where the pet is. So we're looking to see if there's anything else that needs to be done, and it looks like we're all set, and we're ready to tap here and move on. One last thing to tell you about the pet is that the pet picks up loot from the ground, so you don't have to. And there's a total of 3 pets you can equip, but that will be over time. So what we're working on now is quest number 2. It is reporting to this lady and seeing what she needs done. So we're going to just speed it along to where it is done. Here we go. So by the time you have completed the second quest, you will have gone through what's called Family Quest Introduction. So Good Friends is now done, and we're now moving on to the Boar Ambush. But before we get into that particular quest, there's a lot of stuff to cover, and it's all things that need to be covered in the beginning so that you develop these good habits. And that is, I'm going into my inventory and I'm cleaning things out, you know, just opening things up. Here's another pet that we got, so we're gonna tap on use. There's Shelton. Aw, cute kitty. So now we have 2 pets out of the 3 that we can carry with us. Actually, look at that. We actually have all 3. So the other thing is you want to tap on feed until full, and there's the food that you have. There's 3 levels of food, and I will show you where you can buy it. Don't worry, you'll be an expert at this by the time this video is done. You want to come up to the notifications, and here we go. Tier 5 pet, tap get reward. Our hit points for our character just went up by 2. So let's go ahead and move on to the Black Spirit. And we want to clean up our inventory a little bit more. Tap on Dark Energy. We don't need these things, so we're just going to auto select and absorb energy. See, he goes from level 1 to level 5 because you're feeding the Black Spirit more stuff that you don't need. And you need him to get up as high a level as you possibly can to open up many things for you. So we want to continue to open up chests and clean out our inventory on what we need and what we don't need. See, that right there is items that the Black Spirit needs to grow and get stronger. So we'll go back to Dark Energy, tap on the third tab, auto select, absorb energy. Now he's level 10. Do it again, and he's now level 13. We want to keep this habit going, where we constantly are feeding the Black Spirit so that he can get stronger. So now I believe we're ready to move on to with the quest line. So that is now done. And the contribution level, I will explain what that ties into a little bit later when we have our camp. But we're going to be moving into the next quest very shortly here. And of course, before we get to that, it's talking about skill upgrades, and this is the skill books and branch damage I wanted to cover. So we'll go ahead and tap on the top right here. Let's go over there. There we go. Now it does try to show you tutorials because you really need to know all this stuff. Like I said, I'm going to talk you through it all. So don't worry about the contribution. Don't worry, it'll get explained. Right now it's good that it keeps growing. So let's go into our inventory and we will tap on, let's see, let's go back. It was right here. In this section with the jewel, you want to tap on the training books or the skill books, tap skill. These are all of the skills that you have, and we need to go through them so they're set up so the rest of your season you don't have to worry about it. So what I'm going to do now is pause the screen so I can explain what it is you're looking at. Okay, let's go ahead and break down this whole interface here. Let's start with the top right corner where it says skill upgrade, equip skill, and skill training. Skill upgrade. This is where you have each of your skills that you can use and what you can do with it. So there's a lot of detail involved. I'll be going through what that is as we move along. Equip skill is the section where you personally, out of 8 skills you can use, which ones you want to choose. And you would tap on the skill on the right, and then it will appear on the left hand side, and it'll be one that you can choose. Skill training is a general area where you get skill books that go towards everyone in the family to increase their CP. So that is a general overview of those 3 tabs. The next part is this is where all the skills are, and this column you'll be working with them on the skill upgrade tab. From here, if you look to the left, these are the enhancements that each skill would have. So what I did is I opened up the first one where it says increase max hits. That is an enhancement within Mana Echo. So it shows here that you can learn it. So you just tap if you have the silver, which you should. Look, we have 1,000,000 silver already. You have enough. Tap to learn it, and you need to learn all of it. You want to open it all up when possible. So you tap to learn it, it's done, and you would move on. Looking to the far left is the description of Mana Echo, the general skill that you're working with. It shows you charges, how many times you can use it, the cooldown for it, the damage when you're hitting creatures, PvP damage when you're hitting another player's character, how many your maximum hits are, super armor during the skill, that's just protective or defensive stuff that you have with that skill, and knockback on first hit, which will knock the creature or the player's character back on the first hit if you succeed. And then there's a plus here, you could tap on that to expand the details of Mana Echo if there's more information to show. What it'll do is it'll get rid of the description, like recall and reuse. It'll get rid of all that and move all the description details up. So if there's more to see, you'll see that. At the bottom, below it is preview, and 3 circles below or next to it. Those are the enhancements. So you can preview, tap on it to preview the skill and what it does, and you can tap to toggle on and off each enhancement to see what it does when you tap preview. So I want to see what it looks like when you increase max hits. Tap, it's highlighted. Now tap preview. Oh, that's what it looks like. Okay, great. Untap it to turn it off. Tap on the next one, and so on. So this is a general overview of what you're looking at on this screen. Let's move on. Here we go. So while you go through these skills, you're going to come across skills that have what's called branch damage. They're an enhancement, one of the little bubbles. Do you see that one right there? It's OW. That's one of the 4 branch damages. Increased damage, Surret, extra targets. We're going to tap apply to use that one. Now, like I said, there's 4 total to choose from, but only certain skills have it. So that Earth's Response only had 2 to choose from. And here's the other 2. La Brave, it's crit, and Ahib, which is a chance for extra damage. We're gonna do that one. So we tap to select it. And now I'll tell you how branch damage is tied into all this a little bit later. But for now, we're just going through all of our skills and learning everything we possibly can to make our skills stronger. You can take the time to read what it is you're tapping to learn, but once you're done, which it looks like we're done for now, these others have a level requirement, and below that is our skills that are general for all of your characters and family that you have. If you increase hit points here for your main character, it'll increase for all of them, your all characters. They'll be at level 2 as well. So what we're doing now is just checking to see if there's any more skill books that we can use. And check this jewel icon. Yes, there is. And this is the skill training tab. This is what applies to all of them. So we would basically just go back and tap on it. I was just double checking a few things. See family skill training, use skill books, tap on it, and there it is. So it's at level 4, and we want to increase that as we get more. So let's go ahead and move on. Here we go. So this is the start of quest 3, which is the boar ambush that we were looking for. We'll go ahead and start the mission, but this time I'm just going to fast forward to where it is done and let you enjoy it yourself. Here we go. So before this quest is completed entirely, the season quest, we're going to learn about registering your family name. So here it is right here. So she's gonna say, I don't even know your name. So register your family name. You're gonna put a name in there, and you would exit the game or come back and see that your family name is there. Or when maintenance happens, which is every Tuesday, after maintenance, then it will appear. So in the meantime, people are going to be referring to you as user 110110, whatever that number is, until maintenance is done, or if you exit and go back into the game. So this is the name I'm expecting people to see me by, which is Traveler XT. And well, this is how your family name works. So now we have finished the quest 3. Let me just make sure my numbers are not off. Yep, there we go. Claim the reward. We have our first Tuvala weapon, and auto questing. To explain auto questing, let's pause one more time. So I'm going to read this to you and then explain what this means. The auto quest button will appear next to the main quest upon use. It'll be an icon with the arrows that go around in a circle. The effects last 1 hour. So what I'm getting at is, the minute you say I want to use this auto quest pass, 1 hour starts. It doesn't stop. It keeps going. So if you get out of the game, 1 hour is gone. So make sure that you can commit the time to use this as intended. This feature cannot be used after you reach the quest Shakatu's Warning in North Valencia. When you get to that point, no more skipping. You're going to do every quest in detail all the way up to the end where you're going to finish season. And I kind of realized that later on. I was like, oh my gosh, why is this not working? And I was like, oh right, I passed that point where they just don't work anymore. And what do I do with my extras? So once again, this is to help you bypass a lot of quests that are necessary, but help speed you along so that you're not spending a long time trying to knock out quests and you can focus on the season quests that they give you. So let's continue. And you will see me using the auto questing pass many times throughout this video. So we'll go ahead and complete the boar ambush. The next one, quest 4, is equip a Tuvala subweapon. So let's just tap here to equip it, and done. So it's also letting you know about the Black Spirit, which would complete the next quest that they want us to do. So let's just finish this, equip a Tuvala subweapon. So yes, and this is food for the Black Spirit. So tap claim reward, and now feed the condensed dark energy to the Black Spirit for quest number 5. So we'll go ahead and show you how to do that. We did show you how to do that earlier, but let's go ahead and go there again. Before we do that, I want to get you into a good habit of tapping on tasks and seeing if there's stuff you finished. So you tap claim all, you get free stuff. You really want to get into the habit of doing that. So let's go to Black Spirit, Dark Energy, auto select, and absorb energy, and confirm. And let's check each one of these tabs. There's the condensed stuff. Look at how much it boosts him. Wow. Level 23 now. Very, very good. And your CP goes up when he gets stronger. So that has completed out that quest. So let's go ahead and claim the reward. So more food for the Black Spirit and more silver. So claim reward, and now feed condensed dark energy to the Black Spirit again. So they want you to see that you can feed him different levels of food and it impacts him and makes him much stronger. So you see how his levels are jumping because of the quality of food. And on the left side, you'll see what happens when he gets to different levels. He unlocks certain things. And you'll get titles along the way that you can apply to yourself if you wanted to. So next one for quest 6. Did we miss that? I think we missed that. Condensed dark energy. We did. Oh, that's right. I missed that. You need to achieve level 60. So we need to keep feeding him stuff until he gets up to level 60. That's the part that I did miss. So we're going to take this opportunity to go into our inventory and clean it up a bit. We can use the auto quest pass now. So tap on use. It gives you a big warning. Even while you're not, the timer will keep counting down. So you better make sure you're at the screen or in the game for the whole hour, otherwise you're not fully using it. So confirm, and when we get out, well, let's see, can we do more? Obtain Lightstone with the fragments. Yeah, I think so. This is another section where I want to teach you about Lightstones. You tap on let's see, we have 500. We could tap autofill to get Lightstones, more Lightstones, and we have a section where we want to build a circle of Lightstones, which is right here, equip and fuse. And we're going to equip the highest color we have, which is purple. Green, it goes green, blue, then purple. So we're going to do the purple one because it gives us +3 to our CP, or strength. And this one, it looks like it does field combat experience boost and dark energy boost when you use dark energy, so that's important. And this purple crystal fusion success rate +20. Yeah, I mean, you're just putting the strongest things you possibly have into this because you're going to get better. So you're doing that for now. And I'll show you what you do with the leftover stuff. There's 2 other templates you can use, like one for PvP, one for PvE, and one for specialty, like just feeding the Black Spirit. But you'd have to unlock them. So over here, we have our extras. Don't need to, oh, fusing. I should explain this. You could tap on auto fuse, and we want to get a grade. See, this is from normal all the way to the highest one they have, which is orange. It's taking 3 of them and fusing them, hoping you'll get something better. And when you put it at that color, it's specifying don't fuse anything higher than this grade Lightstone or above, because you might want to equip it. But take all the other ones and clean out my inventory and clean it up. So that's what we were doing. And let's move on. So if you look at the top right corner, you'll see the icon for the auto questing. It triggers a tutorial if it's the first time you're using it. And here's all the information about it. And once you read, once again, that you can't use it past Shakatu's warning in North Valencia, you tap AutoQuest to start it, and 1 hour and 56 minutes will count down. Your character will auto do these tasks except for certain things, so you gotta keep checking on it. And when it does complete things, you can open up things like this, which is more content. So like tail collection for your collection section, which is in the top right corner of the menu, and Land of the Morning Light, new content that was that just came out. So you now have access to these things. We are also coming up on something that would be a good habit for you to get into, and that is leading up to the section of the menu where you tap to open it up, and you tap on knowledge, and you'll see that there is a yellow exclamation point. It's a circle with the exclamation point there that you want to tap on it right there, indicating there's something for you to get. And this is a good habit to always come here when you see that, so you can get stamina potions and black pearls. And you will need the stamina potions and the black pearls later in this video and for many things. So let's see if we can't skip ahead to complete this quest, or the season quest, or if there's something to share. Here we go. As a matter of fact, we did come across an example where auto questing does stop because you must complete the family quest to enable auto questing again. So this is saying it wants you to calm a wild horse, and here's all the results from your auto questing. So this is an example of how you don't want to set auto questing on and walk away, because there could be something that needs your attention that you need to keep it going. So be aware of that, and let us skip forward. Here we go. We are still working on increasing our Black Spirit's level, but in the meantime we came across our first boss, which is called Red Nose. And it's basically letting you know that you need a certain amount of CP for AP and DP. So the white number is what he has, and the gray number is what you have. As you can see, we are 3 times stronger than him, but let's see if we can't get stronger. You know, just to make the fight really unfair. So this is going to lead into enhancing your gear. So this part, when you tap on it, it says you can no longer enhance this item. Do you want to move to this screen? But we're going to work on the entry-level gear that we were given, and the black stones, which is colored in red, is what you use to level up the gear that you have. So it doesn't take very much because they're very low level. Like white gear is the basic starter gear, but we're trying to increase our CP, and this is how you do it. As you can see, we're using the red black stones, tapping on them to add them into the pool so that the percentage goes up. If you try to increase it when it's not 100%, you'll get an option to restore it, and these options on if you wanted to try to restore it. But honestly, at this level, you really should just go 100% for everything and leave the stress out of it. So that's what we're doing, is we're just increasing the level for all the gear that we have that's white, and it will get replaced over time. But I wanted to show you how this enhance or force enhance area works. So you just keep going, and we're gonna move on to show you something new. Here we go. So when you go into the Black Spirit section of the main menu, and you go to transfer, and say you have a piece of gear that it has a +5 level, and a gear like that's green, that's 1 level higher in rarity, that's better. You want to transfer all the work you did of the +5 to the green, and this is how it works. So it's not a complete +5, it's a +4, but you don't have to spend the time to put all those black stones into it. You can simply just transfer it to this better piece of gear, and that works for anything in the game that you want to make much better. Now there are certain points where you get higher level gear and it just doesn't work like that, but starting out, this is what you want to always focus on. Before we get started with the first boss, I wanted to go over the pets and their skills. When you acquire pets, you'll notice that the skills on the left hand side, you just tap on it and you'll see how much money it costs, how long it'll take, and you can tap on train. So if you look at the other ones, they have more skills, and this is your choice. I'm choosing dark energy so that my black spirit can grow a lot quicker and faster. So we're gonna choose training for that, but you may want to focus on certain things. But this is what you would do with your pets, is have them train while you are adventuring, and then check back with them to see if the training is done and go from there. As far as this boss goes, we are now ready. As you know, we're 3 times stronger than him. So we'll let this one play out, but all future boss fights with Red Nose and so on, we'll just cut it short so that you already know the fight, so we'll just get to the end of that. But without further ado, let's just enjoy this fight, and I'll catch you at the end. So now that this boss has been taken down, it has unlocked 2 new features. One is you can go to the boss rush section of the game and you can battle with Red Nose. If you have the right materials, you can battle him all the time. It increases your CP as you do it. And Black Spirit quests, So the Black Spirit now has 2 types of quests for you to do. So if you go to him on the interface, you'll see that he has quests at the bottom of the screen. So we're going to move on and see if there's more stuff that we can show you before we continue with our season quest completion. And it has taken a bit of time to get our poor Black Spirit up to level 60, but without further ado, let's move on and show you about the wardrobe. We have received a chest that has new clothes that we could put on our character. So let's go ahead and skip to that. So as you can see from our event and reward info screen that we did defeat Red Nose and we got a unique outfit set chest. It'll give us new armor, new clothing that completes us, and a new skin for our weapon. So we come over here and not that. We tap on this and use it. Say confirm. So it's new clothing outfit and new weapon skin. So we'll come over to wardrobe right here and tap on that. And we tap on these things and select place in wardrobe. It's letting us know if you made a mistake, it's 3 million silver to get it out from the wardrobe section back into the Pearl inventory slot. You want to tap equip and equip appearance and equip stats. Look at the top left corner. You now gain 10 CP because you equipped this item. And look at how much nicer he looks. He's looking pretty snazzy now. The E is meaning equipped, and the colors are the 2 different types. See, equip appearance is yellow and equip stats is blue. That's why the square for E is half yellow and half blue. And we've brought him up to 20 CP just for these 2 items. So this is how this part works. And let's move on, as there is a lot of stuff I need to show you. So in the meantime, what I'd like you to do is continue with the main storyline, because you're going to need to progress through it to get the season quests done. So that's what I'm doing, but I'm showing you some features and stuff along the way. So what we're going to show you now is the boss rush feature, and that in order to complete auto questing for this, you need to learn about boss rush in this section of the game and how it works. So what you would do is you would simply go down here after the tutorial is done. You would tap on group pass exchange, and you're going to just do 1. So let's go ahead and do that. No, not exchange. There we go. Group pass exchange, and minimum of 1, and confirm and touch to confirm it. And there is our 1. We're going to tap on prepare and start. You can see that our player CP is greater than their CP of 809, but I wanted to clarify that boss rush is going to be done differently as you progress through this video. For this one specific time, it is done this way. My goal is to help you get through boss rush and set up really well. So for this one time, this is what we're doing. I will explain how it changes along the way. So we're gonna skip through this since you know the fight. Here we go. And what you do when the fight is over, you would come over here and tap on collect all rewards, because what I'm trying to tell you is that the difficulty jumps up by 5 when you do it 1 at a time, but I'll explain that even more in detail as we move on. So now that that quest is done, I would like to introduce you to something else that's new. It is called Shakatu's shop, and there's a lot to explain about it, so we're gonna move into that once we're done here with the Black Spirit, so I can explain how it all works. So there we go, tutorial, Shakatu shop. This is letting you know that because you completed boss rush Red Nose, it opened up Shakatu shop. So here's the tutorial, and now let's go to it. If you tap anywhere on the top right corner to open up the menu system, you'll see a square called Shakatu. It's gold up there. Oh yes, let's knock out the knowledge real quick. This is stamina potions and black pearls. You need to keep doing stuff like this. And tasks. This is all regular stuff that you should be doing because all of these resources are going to be heavily used as you go along in season. So we don't need to go into story or boss. We're just going to head over here to Shakatu. So he has two things: gold coin goods and Shakatu exchange. When you choose gold coin goods, what you see is all the armor pieces that you would need, like chest, legs, head, arms, sub weapon, and main weapon. And you can see the cost is different for each one. We have 32 coins to use, and if you go to the bottom left corner, it is the auto arrange. So let's just slow this down and explain what you're looking at. When you have gear that say is already green and you upgraded the blue gear and you don't need green anymore, you're gonna want to feed what you get to the black spirit to allow your black spirit to grow. So this is what this screen is about, is checking the different levels of gear that you don't need that you want to feed to your black spirit. And we've checked all of them up to red because the gear that we are getting is different. It's Tuvala gear and it's going to take care of us. So anything to grow our black spirit right now during season mode is important. So you would turn it on with that switch right there, and you would save the settings at the bottom right corner. And this is how this works. If you were playing the regular game, you would go in increments. I don't need green, I want blue, so green is now checked. I now have purple gear and I don't need blue gear, so green and blue are now checked. And that's how it works. Always feeding your black spirit when you don't need certain grade of gear. So let's go ahead and return and move forward. So we also behind the scenes got some gear that we can feed the black spirit. So we're going to move into showing you what the dark energy screen looks like. So when you tap on the black spirit, go into dark energy, the gear thing, you just auto select and absorb energy over there to the left. Now I know that there are some things you're like, but I want to keep that. When you're doing season, no, all the gear that you see is for the black spirit because it's regular gear. Your Tuvala gear, the gear that you're getting throughout season, is so much stronger and so much better. So this is a good habit to feed your black spirit when you have gear to give him. So continuing on, we're gonna come across missions that we need to do, like this one, the Goblin Ambush, or this one, Reclaiming Erwa's Farm. And you do have the option to stop auto questing if you wanted to. It'll give you all the gear and stuff that you acquired along the way, and you can always turn that back on at any time. You just tap on the icon next to the quest on the top right corner, and it's the one with the circle right there, to auto quest and turn it back on. You know it's on because the circles will be spinning, or the arrows will be spinning. And of course you'll come across the missing child. Now during this time you want to achieve getting your black spirit up to level 100, and I'll explain why. When you tap on open chests, it says this: Black Spirit level 100. Contents of certain chests can be automatically handled by the Black Spirit upon reaching this level. The best way to get there is actually go back to Shakatu and spend all the coins you can to get gear to feed it to the Black Spirit. But for now, we have to manually open all the chests that we have and just deal with it. And with that, I'm going to move into an explanation of Skillbooks and family skill training and how it applies. So if you'll see that along the way you'll get these books here on the gem tab right here, and they are normally used to improve your skills, but these ones are are for improving the CP for all of your alt characters and your main character. It's right here, Family Skill Training. It's on the skill screen and the skill training tab. So it's use pre-awakening Ascension Skillbooks for the skill training. So when you have these books, you simply pay the silver and you increase the percentage to increase the level. And that CP of what you are increasing goes across all characters. So you always want to feed books in that section. So what we're going to do now is explain family quests. They're in purple. You can see it right now. I need to defeat 15 goblins, and I did. It was real fast. So it's important to complete these because they unlock new content and sections. So, and also you need to do it before auto questing again. But when you're done like this one, Family Quest Complete, it will unlock the next piece of content for you, which is, there it is, Discover Ancient Ruins. So we are moving forward with the main storyline, and now we are unlocking the Ancient Ruins. So I'm going to go into explaining what that's all about. So you'll move across to where the entrance is. There we go. And tap on it. So I'm going to pause or slow down the screen so I can explain what you're looking at. Ancient Ruins is a section of the game that you can always go to when you have the materials. So let's go ahead and show you what it looks like after this. And let's enter in it. There we go. And slowing it down. So what we're going to do now is go over all of this interface, starting with here, Ancient, First, and Eternal. These are the different difficulty levels of the Ancient Ruins. The Ancient section has different levels. So it's Ancient Guardian, and right now it's showing level 4. And once you surpass all 4 levels, then you graduate into First. And that will have material that you need to acquire to battle him, and then it goes into Eternal. Now in the regular game it goes all the way up to Chaos, and there's different colors, but for now just know that these 3 things indicate different types and difficulty levels starting from left to right. Over here on the top right corner is the Ancient Guardian level 4, and there's a minus and it says max. Well, if you tap on the minus, you'll see we are not 12,000 CP to be able to do difficulty level 4, so you would minus it down until you're probably difficulty level 1, because we're just starting out. In the center below difficulty 4 is the materials required, and that is called Ancient Tablets. And you get these Ancient Tablets from 2 different sources in the game, and that is the Black Spirit quests, and also getting Ancient Tablets from just fighting or farming in the world of Elion. So as you're progressing around the world map and just farming and fighting, you will acquire Ancient Tablet pieces, and you need, well, for difficulty level 4 it says you need 100 of it to do just one of level 4, and you can see we have 386, so I'm confident to say that you will gather Ancient Tablet pieces very easily just by farming. So moving on, below that is the Guardian Kabuamilis level 1 max multiplier, and what this means that as you participate in the Ancient Guardian fight, you will gain progress on this bar, and as it goes all the way from left to right and completes, it allows you to do a ×2 multiplier. So you will need to add more Ancient Tablets, but the rewards will increase and you'll get more of it. The available rewards to get is below. And these are the items that you can get whenever you fight, but you'll get more of it, like I said, when you increase your multiplier. And the chest on the far right is like a pet chest, and this is a very common thing to help level up your pets, so it's really important that you do this as much as you can. And finally below is create room and quick join. So create room is if you want to create a room all by yourself and privately invite people, or quick join is if you just want to jump in and see if somebody already created one and you can join other players and battle them together. So that's how this works. Let's show you how the fight goes and we'll move on. Here we go. So here's a few tips when you are going in to fight him, and that is the statues around him are going to come alive, but you fight him in like the first round. So you're attacking down his health, and you kind of want to fight him at a distance, but if you do fight him head on, just do as much damage as you can. He will flee, as you can see, when he has times 10 health bars remaining, and you fight all them. Get out of the way when that red circle hits the floor, because he's gonna crash down, and you just go in, you and him, until he is dead. He will summon some guys to help him, but if you are persistent, you'll be able to knock him out. And just like that, he's gone. And as you can see, we made progress on that bar. It is now at level 2. So let's move on and show you new things. So what we're gonna do now is try to take the loot that we got from the Ancient Guardian, and let's open up those treasure chests. You will notice that the Ancient Guardian's loot can be used to severely increase the Black Spirit, and we need him to get up to level 60. We're very close. He's level 59 right now, and with all this stuff, there it is, level 60, and we can now gain access to more quests from the season. We accomplished the goal of getting him to 60, so now we can move forward. And we're just gonna keep going. So he's level 62. And there it is. That's what you're looking for. You can obtain the reward. And let's go over there. Tap on that in the top left corner. And here we are. Achieve Black Spirit level 60. So what this means is we can now move forward and see all the stuff we accomplished in our season quests that we needed to do. But alas, that is for the next video. This video has gotten pretty big, so what I'm gonna do is go to our outro and say thank you. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like the videos in this season video series, please like, subscribe, let people know I am always making more videos, and yes, this is just the start. There's more to come in this video series. So with that, once again, thank you. Thank you very much, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye now.